Hi everyone, my name is Sarena. This is going to be a gentle sequence, similar to what I might have done in my Monday evening yoga for stress relief class at Yoga by Julia. So we'll do a little bit of a light movement and then a couple of longer held yin type postures, and then we'll end with a longer guided meditation. And by longer, I mean probably 10, maybe 15 minutes in Shavasana at the end. So this class works best if you have a couple of props, just a blanket, a pillow or cushion, and then something to cover the eyes. So if you don't have a regular yoga blanket, anything cushy will do, bath towel, beach towel, something like that. I have a pillow that is fully covered in dog hair, and that's going to be my substitute for a bolster. You could also use like a couch cushion or just anything like that. The purpose of the pillow or cushion is to elevate the hips at the beginning of class, elevate the legs at the end. So anything that will kind of do that will be great. And then I have a little lavender scented eye pillow, but if you don't have something like that, just take a washcloth or hand towel, something to kind of cover the eyes and block out light at the end. So those are the props that I'd like you to have. And once you gather those, just meet me on the mat. Okay, so I'm going to start off sitting on my pillow. And sit cross-legged if that's available to you. I have my feet kind of in front of each other. You can also have the feet more under the knees, whatever works for you. Sitting up on something is a great way to release the hips and let the knees be a little bit more in line with the hips. So once you find your seat, lengthen up through the spine, relax the shoulders back and down, and then close your eyes, take your awareness inside. Just kind of notice what's going on. We've got thoughts and emotions and physical sensations. Just kind of feel what there is to feel. And then, if you can, draw your attention away from the thoughts and focus more on the physical sensations. Trying to let go of the stories and judgments around those sensations. Just feel them. And maybe you can feel your own heartbeat. And you can notice the pace of your own breath. We're going to work with the breath just a little bit before we start moving. So we'll start by taking a deep full inhale through the nose and open the mouth, side out. Do that twice more. Really fill up with the inhale. Open the mouth, let it out. Once more like that, deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. And then this time as you breathe in, try and breathe in for a count of 4. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top for 3 counts. 3, 2, 1. And then try and exhale for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Hold for 3. And then exhale for 5. Exhale out the mouth or out the nose. Twice more at your own pace. So inhale for 4. Hold for 3. Exhale for 5. one more at your own pace. Inhale for 4. Hold for 3. Exhale for 5. Once you've completed that, release that breath pattern. And bring the arms out to the side, palms up. Deep full inhale as you reach up to the sky. We're going to take this into a side stretch. So drop your right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. Stretching through the side waist. Try and keep your hip down on the mat, your sit bone rooting down into whatever you're sitting on. Take another breath here. And then we're going to drop the left hand down to the floor and then kind of crawl around to the front until you're in sort of a forward fold with the legs crossed. So depending on your flexibility, you might be way down on the forearms or you might be up still pretty high. Just find what works for you. Take a couple breaths there. Send the breath down into the hips. And then from here, we're going to walk around to the other side. So walk your left hand over to the left side. And then reach the right arm up to the sky. Just reaching up and over. So we're lengthening the side body. Reaching through the side waist. And then dropping that right hand down. Walking around to the front. Pausing there in the middle at your deepest point. Deep full inhale, slow, relaxed exhale. And then from here, just slowly start to crawl your way back up through center. We're going to do that same thing, but just switch the cross of the legs. So notice which foot is in front, which shin is in front, and switch so the other one is in front. And again, you might be more like this, that's fine. Just bring the other foot in front. And we'll start to the other direction. So we'll start to the left this time. Left hand down, right arm reaches. So you keep both sit bones rooted down into your seat. So we're stretching over to the side rather than tipping to the side. Soften your shoulder down away from the ear. Maybe find a bend through that bottom arm. One more breath here. And then drop that right hand down, crawling slowly around to the front. Pause once you get to the front. Folding forward to the point that feels like a stretch but not a strain. Breathing there. And then slowly start to walk over to the right side. Lifting that left arm up, try and find some openness through the heart. So you roll that left shoulder back and open. And deep, steady inhales. Slow, relaxed exhales. And then one more time, we're going to drop that left hand down, walk it around to the front, pause there. And then curl yourself back up to center. Okay, so just keep the legs how they are. We're going to do a twist here. Lengthen tall through the spine first. I'm going to turn toward the left side. So bring your right hand to that left leg and the left fingertips prop up on the floor behind you. Stay tall through the spine. Twist. Maybe look just a bit behind you. Keep the spine lifted, keep that breath strong. And bring the head back to center first. Untwist. And slowly take the arms over to the other side, your left hand to the right leg. Right fingertips behind you so we're not leaning backward to reach the floor. Bring the floor to you if it's not easy to reach. Bring a stack of books or something underneath you to bring the floor a little closer. Lengthen up through the spine, turning, looking over your back shoulder. If that's okay on your neck. If not, just keep the head more neutral. then bring the head back to center, unwind the spine. Okay, and release the legs, just stretch them out, give them a little shake. And then we're going to come to a wide-legged position. So wide is relative. Some people can go way, way out. Some people, wide is more like that. So wide is a lot closer in. And I'm still on this pillow. And the reason I'm on the pillow is so that my pelvis kind of tips forward. We don't want to be leaning backward. If your hamstrings are really tight, your body may do that. And so being up on a pillow or cushion is good. And you can also keep your knees a little bit bent and see if you can tip the pelvis forward and lengthen the spine. Okay, so maybe you're somewhere like this, or maybe you're stretched out. We're just going to do the same thing that we just did, only with the legs straight. We'll get more of a hamstring stretch rather than a hip stretch. So let's start to the left side. So just bring that left arm down along the inside of the leg, and the right arm comes up and over. So as we side stretch here, keep the heart open. We don't want to collapse down. That's a different pose. So roll shoulder back and just reach over, trying to keep your right sit bone rooted down into the floor. Deep full breaths here. If it's too much on the arm, you can forget about the arm, just lean with the body. Okay, we're going to drop that right hand down and walk both hands through the center. Now we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Keep your feet just a little bit flexed, toes coming back towards your body. Deep breaths here. And then slowly start to walk over to the other side. So right arm comes down along the inside of the right leg. And lift your left arm up. Try and roll the shoulder back and open through the heart. Reaching over with those fingertips. And remember, you can leave the arm out of it and just lean with the body, but either way, the shoulder goes back. And the sit bone stays rooted down into the floor. And then your left hand drops down to the mat. And walk yourself around to the front. Again, pause here. So, depending on your flexibility, maybe you stay upright. Maybe you start to come down. We want to come to the point where there's a sensation, but it's not a strain. Remember, your knees can still be bent here if that's what you need. And then slowly start to walk back up through center. So stay here for a moment. We're going to do a twist with the legs wide. So lengthen up tall through the spine. And just turn toward the left. So bring one hand on either side of your leg and just lift up tall. And maybe that's it. Maybe you just stay there and just breathe. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can start to fold forward along that leg. Keep your right sit bone down on the mat. Try to reach with the chin. Keep the chin neutral. Reach from the heart. And wherever you're at, take one more deep breath. One more slow exhale. And with your next inhale, lift back up if you're folded and unwind to center. We're just going to take that to the other side, turning towards your right leg, or the one you didn't just do. Hands on either side of that leg. Lift up tall first, twist. Maybe you already feel the sensation. And you just pause there. Maybe you start to fold forward over that straight leg, reaching the heart toward the knee. Probably won't get all the way there. Maybe you do. But we're just reaching in that general direction. Keep the shoulders relaxed. So if your shoulders tense up or your jaw tenses up, try and let that go. A couple more steady breaths here. One more inhale, one more full exhale. And then inhale, lift back up if you're folded, unwind. Good, and then go ahead and grab the legs and bring them them together. Stretch them out, give them a little shake. Okay, so we're going to come around onto hands and knees. So if you need any kind of padding underneath the knees, pillow is probably too much, but you can use that blanket underneath the knees instead. If you're on a carpet or softer surface, you probably don't need that. Bring the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips so you're in tabletop. Spread your fingers wide on the mat. Really feel the fingertips on the mat, the pads of the fingers, and the palm. Moving through cat and cow a couple times with the breath. So start with your inhale. Lift the head, lift the tail, drop the belly down toward the floor. And then exhale, tuck the chin in, tuck the tail under, pull the belly up away from the floor, around the back. Inhale into your cow pose, lift the head, lift the tail, stretching the front side of the body. Exhaling, rounding up, stretching the back side of the body, compressing through the front. And a couple more with your own breath, inhaling into your cow. Exhaling into your cat, moving that whole spine. 2 more at your own pace. And then find your way back to neutral. We're going to do the same thing, but just reverse the breath, and we're going to add in something fun and stress relieving after the first couple. So just find the breath pattern first. So breathe in as you round the back. Breathe out as you come into cow and lift the head, lift the tail. So breathe in as you round up into cat. Breathe out into cow. One more time like that, rounding up, breathing in. Exhale into your cow pose, dropping the belly, lift the tail of the head. All right, back to neutral. We're going to keep that breath pattern, but as we exhale, we're going to add on lion's breath. Lion's breath is a fun stress relieving thing. It's a good stretch for the face and the neck. So all you do is as you exhale, you really kind of let it go and stick out your tongue. And if it feels okay, roll your eyes up if you're trying to look up toward your third eye. Okay, so you're at home. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking at you. And if they are, if they have a problem with this, that's their problem, not yours. So take an inhale, round up into cat pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, stick out the tongue. And then deep inhale, round up into cat pose. Drop down into your cow and lion's breath. One more time, rounding up. Lion's breath, really let it go. Stretch it out. Good. All right, and good. Release. Come off of the hands for a moment. You need to come off the knees. Stretch out the arms and the hands. Okay. So we're going to come to a lunge next. So bring your right foot forward and your left leg back. Make sure that your knee is right over your ankle, so you're not extending forward, you're not up on the toes, something like this. This is a different shape than what we're going for. Make sure that foot's fully forward. And try and bring the back knee behind the hip. I recommend bringing a blanket underneath to pad. Just to keep that joint safe. Go and climb up onto your front back. Find your balance here. Good. And we'll start to warm up this hip flexor a little bit with the breath. So as you inhale, come back out of the pose just a bit. And as you exhale, deepen in. Sink the hips forward, keeping that foot flat on the mat. And then lifting up. And then sinking forward. One more time, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, sinking forward. Just pause there. You can shift the shoulders slightly back, that's great. I'd like to take the arms off the leg, reach the arms up. You can do that. Keep your breath smooth and focused. And then go ahead and release. And switch it out for the other side. So now we're going to bring the left foot forward and the right leg back. So something that a yoga principle I've been working with a lot in my own practice is non-attachment, and especially how it's different than the concept of detachment. Detachment is something bad happens, we just ignore it and push it away, push away all the negative emotion. So, for example, detachment in this pose would be, my knee hurts, and I'm just going to ignore it and push through. Non-attachment is saying, well, I'm not attached to this pose looking or feeling in a particular way. I'm not trying to match my pose to the video or to that Instagram photo or anything. I know that I will be better with a blanket underneath, maybe with a little shorter stance or maybe a little wider stance, just kind of actually noticing what the sensations are and what you need. Not being attached to some idealized version of the pose. Okay, so bring your hands, once you've got your version of the pose, which may or may not look quite like mine, bring your hands up to the thigh. Take an inhale, kind of back out of it a bit. Exhale, deepen it. We go to a point of sensation, but not strain. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward. One more time with the breath. And then deepen in, pause there. Maybe the hands stay down, maybe the arms reach up. Soften the shoulders down, breathe, breathe, breathe. So detachment is ignoring real world experience. Non-attachment is repatterning the mind away from negative habits. Letting go of what no longer serves you. And release the hands down to the mat. We're going to step up to a forward fold. So take as many steps as you need to get both feet all the way up. And go ahead and take the feet kind of wide. So maybe as wide as your mat if you're on the mat. And make sure the feet are facing straight ahead. The toes aren't turned out to either side. And then just kind of bend and straighten the legs a couple times. Just bend. And squat down and then straighten the legs. Okay. So bend your knees a lot, and then as you straighten, just try and point that tailbone up toward the sky as much as you can. And then just pause here, maybe sway side to side. Maybe it feels better to keep the knees bent. That's fine too. Sway side to side. Shake out the head. Okay. And then bend your knees a lot and roll your way slowly up to the top. The head be the last thing to arrive. And roll the shoulders. Okay. Alright, go and step the feet together. I'm just going to turn this direction. It doesn't really matter where you are on your mat. So we're just going to stand with the feet about hip distance. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then bend the elbows into cactus. And maybe you lift the heart and take it into a little back bend if that feels okay. And then inhale, reach up. And bring the hands down to the heart. So let's do that one more time. Just inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, maybe slight back bend. And then inhale, reach up. And hands down to heart center. So now what we're going to do is add on that lion's breath that we did in our cat and cow. So stick out the tongue and roar it out. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift up. One more time, bend the elbows. And inhale, reach up. Once more, bend the elbows. Inhale up. And hands down to heart center. Okay. Pause for a moment, just look inside. And try not to compare with how you felt the last time you looked inside when you were on the floor. Just be in the here and now. Notice what's going on. You've got emotions, thoughts, physical sensations. So detachment is when we push those things away and ignore them. Non-attachment means that we notice, acknowledge what's going on. And we also notice and acknowledge that they are temporary. They're passing through. All of these thoughts, emotions, sensations are just like ripples on the surface of a lake. And you, the witness, the I, the being, is that whole vast space underneath the surface. You are the lake itself, not just the ripples on the surface. Release the arms down, and just let the arms kind of swing. Okay, we're going to take this a little bit deeper. So separate your feet a little wider than hips distance. And this is just a real simple thing, but it's about letting go. Letting go. So not pushing away, but just letting go. Okay. So just let the arms kind of flop. And then start to swing. Let the arms be really floppy. You're not trying to get them in any particular place. Non-attachment. You don't care where they go. Let them move. The body moves and the arms just kind of swing around. And then start to take it deeper. So lift a heel. Lift the other heel. And don't overthink it. Don't figure out which one goes. Just feel it. Just let the arms kind of swing and sway. Keep your breath flowing deep. Swing around. A couple more times. Definitely let that heel lift so you're not tweaking through the knees. If your hands kind of bonk on your kidney area, that's okay. That's actually a good thing. And then start to slow it down. So just decrease the rate. And slowly kind of come back to center. All right. So, good. Bring your feet, keep your feet about as wide as they are. I'm just going to turn back toward the top of the mat. If you're on a mat, go ahead and turn that way too. Make sure the feet are going straight ahead. Keep some of that softness through the upper body that we just got there. And then release the hands behind the back. Try and press the palms together. If your hands won't quite do that, you can take a belt or strap, t-shirt, something to grab onto. Reach the knuckles down toward the mat and lift the heart toward the sky. Okay, and then bring a big bend into your knees and hinge forward, lift the hands up and overhead. So when I say lift, that can mean just a little sensation of lifting the thumbs off of the tailbone, or it could mean they're coming way up over. And your knees can stay bent, or you can straighten. And just let go through the head, through the face. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then release the arms, let them dangle down, and just shake out the shoulders, shake out the head. Let everything go. And then bend the knees a lot, bring your hands to your shins, and just press your heart forward so we keep the knees bent. Just try and lift the heart, lengthen through the spine. And then release. Okay, so Keep those legs bent, and we're going to step just the left leg back into lizard. So it's like lunge, but the foot is out toward the edge of the mat and both hands are on the inside. So try and drop the hips down toward the mat. And then you might stay right there, or you might drop the knee all the way down to the mat pad if you need to. Find a little bit of ease. Use the props to take some of the discomfort out of this pose if you experience discomfort. So I'm going to hold this for just a little while, a couple minutes each. If you need to come out of these poses early, definitely do so. Let's see if you can just hold them and feel how the sensation changes as you hold. So you might stay up on the arms, you might come down onto the forearms. You can use your pillow to be somewhere in between. And feel how the physical sensations, the thoughts and emotions are transitory. They change over time, and you remain the same. The eye underneath remains, and all the rest is just ripples on the surface. You're welcome to just stay right here in this lizard pose, this wide lunge. Or if you'd like a little more sensation, a little more opening through the front of the thigh, ensure your knee is safe. I prefer mine to be padded before I even do this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bring the blanket under. And then, optional, bring the left hand out. Reaching the right arm to the sky. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you bend the back knee and reach back for that foot. Then careful on the knee. Roll that shoulder back, lifting the heart. And then if you have that foot, release, unwind. Okay, we're going to step back up to our wide-legged forward fold. So take that back foot and step it up not as wide as the mat. And then straighten through the legs. And then find a pretty deep bend through those knees. Bring your hands behind the hips and interlace the hands. Try and press the palms together. Try and straighten the arms. Maybe they lift up off of the hips, maybe not. Maybe the legs straighten, maybe they don't. But wherever you're at, let go through the neck and through the head. Let go in the muscles of the face. There are lots of muscles that are engaged in this pose. The face muscles are not helpful at all. So you can just let them relax. And then find that bend through the knees. Release the arms, let them dangle down. Shake out the head and shoulders. Find some of that release through the arms and the shoulders. Maybe if you're somewhere more up here, hold on to opposite elbows and just kind of sway side to side. And then bend through your knees, and we'll step back with the right leg. So coming into lizard pose on the second side. Just like your lunge, you want to make sure this knee is right over the ankle. That's really important for the safety of your knee. Both hands on the inside of that leg this time. Take a couple breaths here with the leg lifted if you can. If you want more sensation, you can just keep the leg lifted the whole time or go ahead and drop it down. Either sitting up on the hands, coming down to your forearms, and using your props to bring the floor a little closer to you. So when we talk about letting go in yoga, especially in terms of non-attachment, it's not that pushing away and ignoring. Letting go of the thoughts, the stories, the judgments that surround a particular emotion or sensation. So I'm in this pose right now, and where my mind wants to go is, oh, this is my tight hip. That's a judgment. It might be true, but it's a judgment, it's a thought, and it doesn't really serve me to go there right now. It doesn't make the pose any easier to think that. It doesn't let me go any deeper. It doesn't relax me at all to think that. So if that thought doesn't serve me, so I'm going to let it go. And I'm just going to be in the now with the sensation in the body, without the thought, without the judgment. Either just stay where you're at, or to take it a little deeper, come back up onto the hands. Step your right hand, maybe even off of the mat, out to the side. Just lift up through the left, opening up. And maybe you stay there, maybe bend the back knee, reach back for that foot, and really roll the shoulder back and open through the heart. This is completely optional. You can just stay in your lizard pose. And part of non-attachment is not being attached to the pose looking a particular way, not being attached to the fruits of the action, just doing the action for its own sake. And carefully release the foot if you have it, unwind. Okay. And from here, I'm going to step that leg back. We're going to come off of the knees for a moment. And let's come to a bound angle, so a little more hips. Walk the sit bones back, or maybe you're sitting up on that pillow again. So we're going to do like a yin version of the bound angle. So take the feet a little farther away from you than you might normally. So we've got this big diamond shape with the hips. And then from here, I'm just going to fold forward and let go. So in this pose, we're not worried about any muscles being engaged. You're going to get stretch through a lot of muscles, but we're not reaching anywhere. We're not engaging anywhere. Just kind of flop forward and relax into it. You can let your head hang. Just let it go. We're letting go of things that don't serve us in this moment. What's challenging about that is a lot of things we have to let go of served us quite well in other moments. But what about in this moment? Sort through and let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Really, the only thing you need in this moment is your breath. And slowly to roll your way back up. Take your time. It'll be the last thing to come back up. And gently draw the legs together. And take a moment to just make any little movements you need. Get a couple more poses before we end here. So from here, we're going to come down onto our mats. Just come down into a fetal pose. So start on your left side and just come down into fetal pose and use your arm as a pillow. Or you can use your actual pillow as a pillow. That's an idea. So the knees are comfortably bent and your head is relaxed. That's the point. This is a pose we often do as a transition at the end. We're transitioning in and out of other poses. We don't often just pause here. So take a couple breaths. And then from here, just roll over onto your belly. I'm going to do just a couple poses here. On the belly. Another little heart opener, not heart opener, another little hip opener. So just stack your hands and rest your forehead onto your hands. And then bring your right leg, kind of bend the right leg and slide it up into a half frog. So you're in control of how deep this bend is. Just find something that feels alright and pause there. Breathing down into the hip. And then slowly start to stretch that leg back out long behind you. And just moving to the second side. So sliding the left knee. If you're trying to bring your knee up to touch your elbow, you won't get all the way, just moving in that direction. Pausing there at your deepest point, breathing in. So here on the belly, when you breathe in, you might feel the back body moving up and down. Maybe you can even see it happening for me. So as we breathe in, the back body lifts. Breathing into the back side, the deep lobes of the lungs. And then gently stretch that left leg long behind you. And then we're going to slide the right leg out into your half frog again. So back toward the first side. And then without lifting the upper body very much, we're just going to slide the right elbow toward the right knee and take the whole body along with it. So it's kind of a side stretch. I'm going to get up and just show you on the wall kind of what this looks like in case it's hard to see on the floor. So your right knee is lifted and then you're kind of in a side stretch here. Something like that shape, you know. But you're on the floor. Okay. So finding that shape, breathing deep, breathing into the back side of the body. So if you have allergies, asthma, recovering from being sick, anything like that that has affected your breathing, being on your belly like this and breathing into the back side of the body is a really healthy thing to do and can help you breathe a little more deeply when the breath does not come easily. And slowly start to slide your upper body back to center. And slide your right leg long behind you. And we'll just do that to the second side. Coming into your frog pose first, sliding that left leg up. And then just gently curling your upper body over to the left. So we get that stretch through the right side. You come to the point of sensation. Stretch but not strain. Pause there. Breathe into it. Keeping your attention in the present moment with non-attachment. Repatterning the mind from negative habits. Letting go of the thoughts, the judgments, the stories. Being present with the emotions and the sensations just for their own sake. And slowly start to slide your upper body back to center, coming out of that side stretch. Stretch your left leg long behind you. And just pause here at center. Deep full breaths, breathing into the back body. And let it all go. And then just roll over onto your right side, coming into a fetal pose on that second side. So bend your knees. Either bringing the arm under the head or using your blanket or pillow. And just pause here. And keep some softness in the head and neck. Press your left hand into the mat and just slowly lift yourself back up. Okay. So we'll move into Shavasana, final relaxation, but we're going to do it a little bit longer than normal. So take your pillow or cushion and set it up there so that you can bring the legs onto it. And the legs don't have to be really lifted, but just having this little bend in the knees, this little elevation is a nice release for the low back. Make sure that the cushion is wide enough that you're not tensing the legs to hold them up onto that. Just let the legs relax. Blanket maybe becomes a pillow under the head, or maybe you cover up with it. And find something to cover the eyes. And we're coming into this really supported Shavasana. And take a moment to really set it up so that you're completely comfortable. I'll talk you through a guided meditation called Yoga Nidra. which means sleep, yogic sleep. And if you fall asleep, that's okay. You will still receive all of the benefits of the practice, even if your conscious mind isn't following my words. Make any final adjustments. You need to be comfortable in your Shavasana. And then bring awareness to your sense of hearing. And stretch your sense of hearing out into the world around you. Experiencing all the many layers of sound. How can you experience these sounds just as pure vibration without labeling or identifying them? Experiencing the sounds with non-attachment, not attaching any labels to them. These outside sounds may continue to sneak in through this meditation. If they do, notice when you get caught up in them. Notice when you try to label them, or when they evoke a thought or emotion. Notice that happened, and then let it go. And draw your awareness back to the sound of my voice, letting that be your focus. Release your attention to your sense of hearing. Instead, bring your attention to the temperature, the air around you. Notice the sensation of the temperature in the air, without judgment, without labeling. Try to let go of it's too hot, too cold. Just let it be what it is. Just feel what there is to feel. And release your attention to the temperature in the air. And draw your attention inside the body. Letting go of that external sensation and noticing the internal sensations. Feeling any movements that may be happening in the body, the rumbling of the tummy, the beating of the heart, the movement of the breath. Feeling your inner sensations without judgment, without labels. Just feeling. And then we'll take you on a journey through the body. I'll name a body part. And just bring your awareness there. And then to the next one. And the next one. If you like, you can imagine that any tension or blockages in those areas just gets washed away simply by rotating your consciousness through it. Bring your awareness to your right hand thumb, the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. The palm of the hand, back of the hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, armpit, the side of the waist, right hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, the right ankle, heel, Sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Now bring awareness to your left hand thumb, the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, the palm of the hand, back of the hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, armpit, side of the waist, left hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, the left ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Now bring awareness to the top of the head, feeling the crown of the head, the forehead, the right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eye, left eye, right temple, left temple, the right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, the very tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, tongue, throat, the right side of the neck, left side of the neck, the right collarbone, left collarbone, right rib cage, left rib cage, the sternum, center of the chest, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, the hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, the back of the neck, the whole head and face, relax. The whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms together. The whole torso, front side and back side of the torso. The whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs together. Arms, legs, head, torso. The whole body, soft, safe, and relaxed. The whole body, soft, safe, and relaxed. Now bring awareness to the back side of the body. Feel all the points of contact between your body and the floor or props. Feeling the back side of the body. Now invite a sense of heaviness into the body. Heaviness through the limbs, heaviness through the torso. Feeling comfortable heaviness like you're sinking into a soft bed, heaviness through the whole body. Now release that sensation of heaviness and awareness to the front side of the body. Feeling the front side of the body and everywhere the air touches your skin. And all that space above and around you. Feeling the front side of the body. Invite a sense of lightness. Lightness through the limbs, lightness through the head and torso. Feeling so light you could lift up off of your mat and drift into the sky. Lightness through the whole body. Release that sensation of lightness. Feel yourself drift back down to your mat. Feeling the back side of the body, and the front side of the body. And division between front and back just dissolving until you feel balanced and contained. Invite a sense of warmth into the body, no matter what the air around you is like. Create warmth from inside. Invoke the sense of warmth through the whole body. That warm sensation maybe starts in the center and spreads out through the limbs, and warmth across the whole body. And release that sensation of warmth and invite a sense of coolness, as though a light breeze just blows across the body, washing away all the warmth. Nice coolness through the whole body. And release that sensation of coolness. And just feel a neutral temperature. Not warm, not cold. Just comfortable. And now bring your awareness to that dark space behind your eyelids. So keeping the eyes closed. Just look into that dark inner space. Watching this space for any colors, shapes, images that may arise in the darkness. Observing these with non-attachment. Experience these inner visions fully. But when they start to change, morph, or fade away, just let them go and see what comes next. Watching our inner space. No, still keeping your eyes closed. Shift your awareness out into the world around you. Picturing the room in your mind's eye. Imagine the room that surrounds you and see it with as much detail as you can recall. See your own body resting peacefully on the floor, as though you're hovering above yourself and looking down. And take this moment to send some love and gratitude to yourself. And gently begin to drift back down into your body, settling in, feeling the body on the floor. And take a deeper breath. And start to find some small movements starting with the fingers and toes. Maybe circling wrists and ankles. Moving very slowly. Gently begin to find your way back up to a comfortable seat. Draw hands together at heart center. Bring your attention inside for a moment. Just picturing the surface of a lake. Or thoughts and emotions and sensations, or the ripples on the surface of that lake. They move across, they change, they come and go. The lake remains at vast depth below the surface. That is your true self. Look down into the surface, past the surface, and into those depths. From the depth of my being, I bow to the depth of yours. Namaste.